Welcome to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, where we talk Chicago Bears sports like Chicagoans do, man. If you are a Chicago Bears fan, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, interact with us, man, totally free of charge. And, hit the notification bell icon so you can be notified every time we drop a video, because like me and Cootie like to do, we like to give out prizes. So here are some of the prizes that we like to give back to you guys. So you can look at that picture and get some of those things totally free of charge. Like we say, just subscribe, like, and comment to the channel. Okay, in this episode, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears matchup against the San Francisco 49ers and Thomas Brown's first opportunity to call plays. Excited to see how he's going to call this game and do. He's been doing really well over a couple of weeks when he's been the offensive coordinator. So we're going to get into that matchup and talk about that a little bit more, all coming up right here on Bears News Network. Welcome back to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson. And like we like to tell everybody, first time visiting over here, or if you watch us and you have not done so, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, interact with us, man. We appreciate all the love and support. We're currently in a raffle right now for the 1985 Chicago Bears Championship replica ring. That is in the raffle right now. But aside from that, we do give away other prizes. If you can see, that's the picture right there for the 1985 Chicago Bears Championship replica ring. And then you have to just be a subscriber, man. Like, comment to the channel, and you could be eligible for some of these prizes, man. So if you're interested in that, follow the information. All the information is going right across the screen: Cash App, PayPal, or whatever. You can follow directions and sign up for that, man. Let's get into this matchup against the 49ers with the Chicago Bears, man. The Chicago Bears offense over the past 3 weeks under Thomas Brown has looked very, very good. And when we look at the offense a little bit, the games before Thomas Brown became the offensive coordinator, when you look at Keenan Allen numbers, you just see that he only had 2 receptions, 2 receiving TDs under 200 yards in his first couple of games before making the offensive change. But just over the past 3 weeks, we can see how much of Thomas Brown effect has had on this offensive line. When you look at Keenan Allen numbers, he has 18 receptions, over 200 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns, 2 of them just coming along against Detroit last week. When you look at DJ Moore numbers, how he's been more involved, 22 receptions in the last 3 games, 265 yards, and 2 touchdowns for him. And then Cole Kmet being more involved in the offense as well, having 10 plus receptions, 150 yards, and averaging 15 yards per reception. So we can see the Thomas Brown effect is real with Caleb Williams. And when you look at Thomas Brown and the way he just conduct himself and carry himself, he's looked like a head coach in the making, like he's ready to take on this job. He doesn't sugarcoat things in the media. He tell you exactly how it is and what he expects from this team, and he gives you straight answers, something that we didn't see with Matt Eberflus. He looks like he's a leader of men, and that's something that the Chicago Bears want in their next head coach. And also, the offense looked better. It's just been looking better operation, better play calling than it was under Shane Waldron. No interceptions for Caleb Williams during this stretch with Thomas Brown. And that's one thing that stood out to me, is no interceptions for Caleb Williams. And him being able to not turn the ball over, which was such a big issue when he got in desperate situations early with Shane Waldron calling plays. He would throw the ball up and get interceptions. But now it seemed that him and Thomas Brown is on the same page. Thomas Brown is understanding him and understanding what he likes to do as a quarterback. And that's just them being able to be on the same page in just such a short time. And also, Caleb Williams has showed the ability that he is a franchise quarterback. He is a franchise quarterback for the Chicago Bears, and he's our future. Another thing with Caleb Williams, he has a 98.8 QBR in the fourth quarter, and just his ability to be able to bring us back in all three divisional games with the ability to have that it factor in a QB that we need, that we have never had on this team. And he showed the ability to have that. He's brought us back in all three divisional game matchups against the Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Green Bay Packers with positions to put us for the W. And some can say arguably some of the best teams in the NFL with their offenses and with their defense. So when you see the Chicago Bears, we're just right there, man. We're so close to really breaking through and being a good playoff to Super Bowl caliber team. But the thing that has held us back is that it's been the coaching, and we've seen that. And now I'm excited to see now that Matt Eberflus is gone, because I told you guys I felt like we wasn't going to win any more games as long as Matt Eberflus was the head coach of the Chicago Bears, and that panned out. He did not win any more games after the Washington loss. I felt like us not being able to bounce back after the Washington loss, I was basically done with Matt Eberflus then and ready to cut ties then, because the team, I felt like, lost trust in him. And the way that they bounced back after the loss to Washington showed me that they no longer trusted in Matt Eberflus. And at that time, the season was still salvageable. Now, at this time, some can say, yeah, it's a small glimmer of hopes of playoff. But right now, it's just all about Caleb Williams and his development and finding the right head coach and offensive coordinator to pair with him. Now, one thing that I would like to say, I do like the fact that Thomas Brown has been able to connect with Caleb Williams, and it's been kind of successful. And I want that to, I'm excited to see if they can win the last 4 out of the 5 games. Would you consider hiring Thomas Brown as your head coach? And that's the big question. If the Chicago Bears win the 4 out of their last 5 games, would you hire Thomas Brown as the next head coach of the Chicago Bears? I want to hear you guys answer. Also, Keenan Allen says he wants to stay in Chicago. Just a little bit earlier this month, he said that he would like to go back to Los Angeles. If not Los Angeles, he would love to stay in Chicago. But with Los Angeles having so many people to pay, I don't think that the Chargers would bring him back. But he said that he would love to stay with the Chicago Bears. And just the Keenan Allen effect with the Chicago Bears this year started off a little bit rough, and Keenan Allen has expressed his frustrations with Shane Waldron and didn't really have any nice things to say. But the things that I hear about Keenan Allen, as far as from players and coaches in that building, is nothing but good things. He's the players' veteran leadership that you need in the locker room, and he's been good with teaching DJ Moore certain things, even though DJ Moore is not a rookie, 27 years old, and been able to be a good grooming kit for Roma Dunze as well. And the things that he sees on the field and the way that he's been communicating with Caleb these past few weeks, I would like to continue to see Keenan Allen stick around for another year or two with the Chicago Bears. Now, would you re-sign Keenan Allen is the question of, if you was Ryan Poles, would you re-sign Keenan Allen? I know the numbers haven't been quite there like we expect, but it's not always just about the numbers with certain players. They just bring a certain dynamic and a certain energy to your team that you need. And it's not like Keenan Allen is a scrub and that he's not still producing. He's still a good, solid receiver, future Hall of Fame receiver in the NFL. So I would love to see Keenan Allen stick around for another year if Ryan Poles can make that happen. But let me know you guys comment. That's today's Poles comment. Would you re-sign Keenan Allen, man? Let me know you guys' thoughts. Also, the best score prediction wins this week's prize, man. And if you have won anything over here at Bears News Network and you wasn't able to connect with us, please reach out to us at our Gmail at bearsnewsnet1@gmail.com so we can get that situated and you can receive your prize. Now, as far as the injury report this week, DJ Moore is questionable along with DeAndre Swift. But Roshan Johnson will be out, and also Ryan Bates will be out. But everyone else is a full go, man. For all Chicago Bears news and latest news and everything that you want, man, subscribe here to Bears News Network. We appreciate all the love and support. And like me and Cootie always say, bear down and be safe, Chicago.